To other news now, and Boris Johnson is stepping down as Prime Minister, but he's not in any hurry.
The embattled PM has resigned as the leader of the Conservative Party, but he wants to stay on at Downing Street until a new leader is found, which could be as late as October.
The succession timetable is set to be announced by the Conservative Party early next week. But the pressure is on for a caretaker Prime Minister to take over immediately. Europe correspondent Lisette Reymer reports.
First came the leg turn, then came Keir, then came Boris Johnson with some newfound clarity.
I want you to know how sad I am to be giving up the best job in the world. But them's the breaks.
Them's the result of months of turmoil, of partying during lockdown and of promoting an MP accused of sexual assault. Them's the unavoidable reality when 50 of your MPs quit and the rest are telling you to, including the Chancellor you just appointed less than 24 hours ago.
But as we've seen at Westminster, the herd instinct is powerful. When the herd moves, it moves. And my friends, in politics, no one is remotely indispensable.
But despite handing out end-of-an-era hugs to his family, Boris Johnson is in no hurry to hand over the keys to number 10.
The rules in the Constitution are he remains Prime Minister until the Conservative Party has elected a new leader of the party.
And so cue the cries for a caretaker Prime Minister. Boris Johnson is refusing to appoint one, instead grasping to power as his party works to whittle down the emerging list of "I'll give it a goes" to one good-to-go leader.
I do think it is quite incredible, though, to suggest that he will remain as Prime Minister for another 3 to 4 months.
The thought of which has the opposition threatening to force a vote in Parliament.
Labour will step up in the national interest and bring a vote of no confidence, because we can't go on with this Prime Minister clinging on for months and months to come.
Boris Johnson's record will boast Brexit and bullish resistance. But less than 3 years after leading the Conservative Party to its biggest election win in a generation, he has now lost it all in a dramatic downfall that will dominate his legacy.
I know that even if things can sometimes seem dark now, our future together is golden. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Boris Johnson down and out at Downing Street, going, but still somehow not quite gone.
Well, Lisette joins us now from outside number 10. Lisette, what are we looking at here? How quickly can the Conservative Party get Boris Johnson out of there?
Well, technically, the only way to get him out of here is to appoint a new leader. The timetable for doing that and the process for doing that will be determined on Monday following a meeting of Conservative backbenchers known as the 1922 Committee. Surprise, surprise, it looks like they want to get it done as quickly as possible. The aim is to have candidates face off in the next couple of weeks, then hopefully have a new leader in place by the time Parliament resumes after the summer break in September. Already, the frontrunners for a replacement are emerging, among them the Foreign Secretary Liz Truss and the Defence Minister Ben Wallace, who has proven himself to be a safe pair of hands with his handling of the Ukraine war. The two formers are also in the mix, the former Chancellor Rishi Sunak and the former Health Secretary Sajid Javid, both of whom resigned just a couple of days ago in protest of Boris Johnson's leadership. They are in the market for a new job, and it looks like they are eyeing up the top one.
Now, Lisette, thanks so much for the update.